Hello there! Alright, let's get to it. A full review of Sid Meier's Civilization VII VR. This is available on the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. I'm having a sick. Oh, that's how you zoom out. Yeah, gang up on him. Go, go, go. As of this video, it's priced at $60, which is at the high end of VR game pricing. If you're new here, I don't tend to overhype things and I try to keep my reviews realistic, so let's get into it. We don't get many of these big long games in VR as much anymore, so we'll take what we can get, even though it's standalone on a Quest and there's no PC VR version. Looking at how this game is, thank goodness they developed it only for the Quest 3s and not on the Quest 2. It would have been terrible if they did it on the Quest 2 also. Overall, it's really cool to see Civilization VR and mixed reality in your room. I did not expect this game at all, honestly, it was a surprise. I think it's a solid contender for a Quest seller. However, like all games, it has some major pros and cons. Let's get into the pros. Pros! It has both VR and mixed reality mode, with some simplifications. It's not a small game at all, you can spend hours in it, it's really addictive. It feels really cool to scroll the map and zoom in and out. You can place the map on real life surfaces, it's brilliant immersion. Left hand radial menu simplifies the game a lot. The controls feel pretty decent and well thought of in VR. Seeing world leaders playing a game next to you adds a ton of immersion. This is only something that's possible in VR and AR. Talking to other world leaders has some added immersion of them being in a room with them. Of them being in a room with you. Us in a room with them? Yeah, whatever. You can see them declaring war to your face. Combat is pretty fun to see in VR, it's like a board game that's doing battle for you. The fact that this runs on standalone at all is a miracle, although a performance option would be welcome. Cons! Haha, cons. The biggest con would be the performance. On default, the performance is terrible, it stutters a lot. In mixed reality mode, the performance takes a big hit. Performance is slightly better in VR mode. Using Quest Game Optimizer, you can kinda improve the performance, but it's still pretty stuttery in mixed reality. The graphics took a downgrade. It's possibly using the mobile version assets. This one is passable, I guess. We weren't expecting PC level graphics here anyways. In VR mode, you can adjust the table height, but in mixed reality, you can only make it bigger or smaller with minimal height adjustments. It has, unfortunately, similar issues with the PC version of Civilization VII. For example, the scouts don't auto-scout, etc. The simplification of this game comes with its own issues. New players might not know what's going on because there isn't really an accessible wiki of sorts. So if this is your first Civilization game, you might be a bit of a loss. The tutorial needs some work. There are quite a number of bugs, like saves being corrupted or not being able to click on things. And multiplayer requires you to sign into a 2K account. I would put this as a con because I dislike additional sign-ins. There's also a bug that really annoys me, is whenever you talk to someone or get into a conversation with another world leader, and you go back to the main gameplay menu, your table shifts in mixed reality, so you gotta recenter your table again. That's a really annoying bug, they should fix that. To sum it up, this is a very bold game, and I'm happy that they even made this game at all. It really does put eyes on the VR scene. However, there are some major cons like the performance, which will really bring the game down. If they work on performance and bug fixes, I think this game has the opportunity to be like a VR game of all time. If you're a Civilization player, I think this game is fantastic for the immersion, but you have to be willing to accept that it's a lower res port. If you've never played Civilization before, this will be a very hard game if you ask me. There's a lot of in-depth details in this game that goes into it, so I don't recommend this as your first Civilization game. Also, the tutorial is not perfect. But however, if you like strategy games and you like really long games in VR, and you're willing to take a shot because you're tired of short games, then you can try this. Conquer this guy. Conquer him! I love doing battle. It's my kind of jam. Yeah, gang up on him. Go, go, go. This is why I play Civ, you know? For the battles. So when you zoom out, they all look like this. Like little X units with shields on them. because you zoom in, it's more cinematic battles. If you're out here like this, it's just like an X hitting an X. Just like that. Not really that fun.